Welcome to Let's Do Yoga with Joanne. I'm Joanne. I'm so glad you could join me today. You will need a strap or a house coat belt or a different belt or a bath sheet, something that will be about that long. Doesn't matter what it is. And I'm just going to put mine maybe off to the side. So you go ahead and find yourself that. We are going to be working the shoulders a fair bit today. Some opening of the chest and rotation of the shoulders. And so if you do have an arthritic joint or chronic joint pain in your shoulders, and you find yourself going beyond that soreness or that achiness and into pain, then back out of the pose and go to that place where you're challenging those shoulders, where you're opening them, moving them, but there is, none of that sharp pain. We don't need that. And of the 12 things to remember today, the number 7 is your thoughts affect your mood. Boy, don't they. So if you've just gotten some terrible news and you're about to go to work or out to do your shopping or whatever, and you just feel really, down and sad, and that pretty much affects what you do with your day. However, here's the thing, you can actually control that. You can control your thoughts. For instance, you're talking with your, tween, and you're angry and you're trying to keep that tone out of your voice and you're just so angry, and the doorbell goes and you walk to the door and you're like, hello, hi. So we can control our moods and our thoughts. It's work though, and so we often don't do it. But it is good to know that we can take charge of our thoughts and therefore take charge of our moods. Okay, enough of that. Let's just get into the breath. I'm going to inhale to the count of 4, hold, and while I hold, I'm going to tense up my muscles, and then I'm going to exhale and release my muscles and my breath, and I'm going to do that through the mouth instead of the nose. So inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold and tense, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll try it again. Inhale through the mouth, 4, 3, 2, 1, hold and tense, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale, and release all that tension, 4, 3, 2, 1. That feels so good. All right, we'll start right away with the wrists. And the wrists, elbow, shoulder, that's all kind of connected. So let's take the one hand, bending the wrist up as far as you can, and then just applying a little pressure. Don't pull too hard, but just apply a little pressure, letting your wrist know, yeah, you can go a little farther than you want to. And then right away, turn that wrist the other way and press so that the palm is coming towards the inner part of the arm. And pressing, we'll do a little longer this way, pressing and release. All right, and then we come here and we press it open. And then we turn it down and press it this way. And release. Just do a couple of circles both ways. Arms come straight out. The wrists point, the fingertips point up, so you can see my wrists are bent, and the thumbs point forward. I'm going to try and rotate very slowly, paying attention to your own shoulders, so that my thumb points to the back. Now I have a very arthritic shoulder, this one, and at one point I could I could not lift my arm to this height, never mind trying to do a rotation like this. So if you find you're really struggling and your arm is down here somewhere and you're barely turning your wrist, don't despair. You know, by continuing to work that joint, you are able to turn it more. Having said that, you really should talk to your physiotherapist or your doctor just to make sure you're doing the right stuff. Everybody's different, right? And I just did that a few times while I was gabbing. So I'm going to take an ordinary tricep stretch. That's where the tricep is this part in the back of the arm, and I'm just going to bring my hand up and behind my neck. You may or may not be able to do that. You might only get here, but get to where you can. With the other hand, I'm just going to hang on to this elbow. Now I can actually push my arm further down, but if you're not there yet, then don't try. And then I'm going to lean in the direction of the holding hand, okay? And I'm just opening up this side more than I'm scrunching this side, because with my arm held to stretch out the tricep, I'm actually now getting a stretch basically from my hip bone right up to my elbow, and it's using my shoulder to do that. And then we'll just go ahead and take the other side. So now this hand is going to reach behind me. This arm comes over my head to grab that shoulder. I give it a little bit of pressure, however much pressure you feel you can do, and then I lean this way. And release. Okay. All right. So my right hand, which to you looks like my left hand, I'm gazing at my hand, and I'm slowly going to bring that hand as far behind me as I can, following it with my eyes and my head and my whole upper body, so that I find myself in a bit of a twist. And then I'm going to inhale, exhale. So I'm holding this for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And then I come back. So you probably really feel what's going on in those shoulders. Opening up my hand, following it with my eyes as far back as I can take it, and inhale, exhale, and everybody's going to get to a different spot here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Bring that forward. Okay, so let's do a little bit of movement with our arms. Beginning with reaching up, looking partially up, really reaching, pretending a bungee cord is pulling those wrists. And inhale. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Pardon me. Exhale. You haven't already. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and come into goalpost arms. Inhale. I just opened my window partially. Exhale to get some fresh air. Inhale. Right before I turn the camera on, exhale. And I think exhale. Here we go for the 3rd exhale. Arms back up on the inhale. Exhale, both hands down to the right, which looks to the left to you. While your hands are down here, we'll take 3 breaths. Inhale. Anyway, and I think possibly from the fresh air I had to sneeze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale those arms up. Exhale them down to the left-hand side. Okay? And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale those arms straight out. Take the time to open up the knees, because you need to come through the bottom here, and you're sitting in about the middle part of your chair, so you don't want to be sitting too far back. and we're going to come forward. If you need a block or something in front of you, or even another chair, take the time to go get that. And otherwise, exhale, coming fully forward, letting your head drop and your hands come to the floor. So just releasing the tension in the neck. You do that by moving your head back and forth, up and down, and thinking about releasing that tension. And then fully letting yourself lean forward, because we always resist somewhat, but go ahead and let yourself move, fall into that forward fold. Leave the right hand where it is. And again, you're following with your eyes, leave your left hand where it is, and following the right hand up, which is going to look opposite to you. Once you have it as high up as you can get it, you inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale that hand back down. Leave the right hand down below. Oh, check the tension in your neck. You probably got it all tensed up again. And then follow your left hand with your eyes as it comes up. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale that hand down. Inhale your hands up onto your knees. And then exhale, you take the right shoulder, which looks left, drop it into the center. Okay, drop it into the center and inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, come back up to center, then lean over, exhale, and drop the left shoulder into the middle, and inhale, exhale, and I've dropped my left shoulder, dropped, and I'm looking right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and come up. I think we're ready to do that to the breath. We'll try it a couple times. So inhale up, exhale goalpost. Inhale up, exhale right. Inhale up, exhale left. Inhale, arms straight. Exhale, come fully forward. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, hands to your shoulders. Exhale, right shoulder dips. Inhale, up. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Inhale into a seated position. Exhale while you're here. And one more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, goalpost arms. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to the right. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale the arms to the side. Exhale all the way down. Inhale right arm up. Exhale down. Inhale left arm up. Exhale down. Inhale hands to your knees. Exhale right shoulder dips. Inhale sitting up. Exhale left shoulder dips. Inhale up. And you did it. And you can probably feel that in your shoulders. So let's just get up for this next little portion. What would be the safest way to do this? I think maybe this way. is good. Maybe this way is good. Okay, so I'm actually facing the side of the chair at the moment. So I'm going to start by doing a balance. Okay, no, I'm doing it to the back. Sorry, doing it to the back. Okay, so I'm going to do a step into balance. And you start by removing one hand. And just, you might need both, you might need one, you might just need fingertips, you might not need it at all. As we step and bring our foot down, and step and bring our foot down, and step and bring our foot down, and step and bring our foot down. Now we're going to hold it. Step, hold, bring your foot down. Step, hold, bring your foot down. Step, hold, 2, 1, release. Step, hold, 2, 1, release. Step, hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Hold, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Okay, so we know we can do that. Here comes the hard part. Can we do that in Warrior 3? So, or in, Warrior 3. So with Warrior 3, go ahead and turn your chair around. In Warrior 3, let's leave the right foot down and lift the left foot up. So we've got one foot on the ground and one foot in the air. Try holding on to the chair just with your fingertips. Can that be done? If that can be done, can you take your fingertips off the chair and play with that for a little bit as we hold on to that, or not? So don't look at me. If you can find something to stare at that isn't going to move. So not your shadow, but something that will not move. You stare as hard as you can, and you might be able to find your balance in this pose. And then bring that chair closer to you. Bring that left leg that was up onto the chair. And the back leg comes away from the chair. We'll reach for the ground with our heel to get a really great hamstring stretch on the back of that right standing leg that we were working pretty hard there. And you just kind of enjoy the stretch, right? So I'm really stretching. I'm dropping into the stretch to make it even more effective, but I'm still trying to hang on to the floor with my heel so that the back of this leg gets stretched as well. Okay? And then just kind of bring yourself slowly and carefully out of that. Leave the left foot down, bring the right foot up. Find something to stare at, and then try and let go of the chair. We're going to stay here for about 3 breaths, and if you need to keep playing with that, then you do that. And inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and we bring that right foot forward, place it on the chair. I'm going to back up my left foot a little bit. Really going to drop into this stretch as much as I can, and then reach for the floor with that heel on my left foot so that I'm really extending that reach and really stretching out the hamstrings. And I can really feel that work that's happening there. And then we release out of that. And we're really not doing any much more of the big moves today. We did most of our work in the chair because it was primarily a shoulder stretch session. But we're just going to do one more thing while we're standing. So grab that strap you went and ran for, or whatever you got. I don't know. Maybe your curling iron and it's dangling off one side and the plug is dangling off the other. I don't know. Bring that strap straight up. Now you want to try and bring that strap down behind you. You can have your arms way out to do it, nice and slow, or you can have your hands closer in to do that. But there's always a spot where you get to that you just kind of say, okay, I can go no farther. Don't push that. You don't want to push that, because what happens is you push it and you wind up down here, and when you try and come back, you hurt yourself. So you stop, wherever it is for you, you stop. Whoops. And you just kind of hang into it, letting yourself hang into it so that your shoulders feel it. If you're out here, your shoulders feel it, your arms feel it, your back feels it, and yet it doesn't hurt. That's the thing that I'm trying to say. Okay? If you are able to bring it down, then you can bring it down and you can come back up. But if you're not, then just bring it back up now and release. So, honestly, if you could do that every time you take a shower, you come out of that shower when your muscles are nice and warm, and you grab that bath sheet and you just try and reach back and down, you will find really quickly an improvement in how well you can do that. Especially, it works better always when you do it, when your body is nice and warm from a shower. Have a seat, and we'll do one more thing for those shoulders. So we had them wide open there, and we will take them wide open once more. But first we're going to try an eagle arms, which means the right arm comes under the left, and you might have to just hang on to the shoulders. You might be able to bring those hands up. You might be able to bring them together. But wherever you are, I want you to lift them as high as you can until your shoulders are saying, that's it, Joanne, I'm just not made to do this anymore. I will break if I go any further, and that's, we don't want that. And then release it down, open those arms out, bring them in, putting the left arm under the right. You might be stopping here. You might be able to bring them back to back. You might be able to bring your hands together. Bring those elbows up as high as they will go. Release and bring those arms back out, repeating the exercise we did earlier where our wrists bend and the thumbs point forward, and then we try and just rotate that so that the thumbs point to the back. And then we bring them back pointing forward and bring them in. Whoa. All right. We're going to do a simple prayer twist, it's called, seated prayer twist. So my knees are parallel, and I'm leaning forward at about a 45-degree angle. How about I just do it this way so you can see what I'm doing? I'm at about a 45-degree angle-ish. And I take these prayer hands and I bring this right elbow to the outside of the left knee, right? I'm doing opposites. You can make a fist with that top hand so that you're pushing into this bottom hand. So do you see how my chest right now is pointed kind of to the floor? And as I press into here, I can open up more. That's what we're trying to do. And we're trying, do you see how my right knee went and snuck ahead of my left? It's like, no, they're supposed to be parallel. So take a look, make sure it's not getting sneaky on you and the right knee is creeping forward. Keep them parallel. And then just release. That's pretty hard work right there. And I'll just turn this chair around and do it again on this side. So my prayer hands, and I bring them to the side. Bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee, making sure my left knee does not creep forward. Making a fist with the top hand and encircling it with the bottom hand. Pressing into the bottom hand with my fist so that my chest opens up. Double checking my Left knee to make sure it hasn't crept forward. Hanging on to that just a smidge. And release. All right. So we've done quite a bit today, I think. We'll go directly into a little bit of relaxation, a minute or so, and take your lower back, press it into your chair so that you can relax and congratulate yourself for doing all this work. And by the way, if you liked the video and you would like to do some more, then press subscribe and the notification bell, and then every time I post, you'll be reminded that that video has come in. I do about one a week, not always, but pretty close. All right, so leaning into the back of the chair, close your eyes, and you can say to yourself, congratulations, because that was a lot of work for the shoulders. And a reminder that your thoughts affect your moods, so controlling your thoughts, which means turning it around or finding the silver lining, all those nuggets of truth and nuggets of knowledge that our parents and our grandparents would say to us, and we kind of like roll our eyes when they weren't looking. But they were so smart. They were so wise, those people. And relax your legs totally. Let your butt get heavy in the chair. Lower those shoulders away from the ears. Let them drop. Relax your cheek muscles and release your lower jaw from your upper jaw. And just enjoy the feelings in your body. Checking out how it feels. Maybe take a breath in, and in your imagination, breathe the air over whatever body part aches, forgiving it, and slowly open your eyes. So again, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate that. And may your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.